Troublesome waters around me now roll, rocking my boat and tempting my soul, leading the way to heaven's bright shore. Troublesome waters, I'll fear thee no more, but gently I feel the touch of God's hand, guiding my boat to that better land, leading the way to heaven's bright shore. Troublesome waters, I'll fear thee no more. Troublesome waters are blacker than night, but over the waves He hears my sad cry. Lord, I'm trusting your mercy on me to steady my lifeboat while I'm at sea. Out on a high sea, there's danger, I'm told, of an awful sea monster awaiting my soul. But under the waters there's an unseen hand, guiding my boat to that better land. Gently I feel the touch of God's hand, guiding my boat to that better land, leading the way to heaven's bright shore. Troublesome waters, I'll fear thee no more. Isn't it wonderful that in the storms of life you can get tossed around and have all kinds of trouble, but then here comes that hand under those waves and just steadies that boat. What would we do without it? I couldn't live without that. Without that gentle hand coming in and taking charge for me. That's what God does for us. And there's nothing else in this world that can just come through the troubles and the storms and make it to us. Isn't that wonderful? Do we need any further need to serve God? You know what? I've said many times that if all God ever did for us was give us a home in heaven, we still couldn't pay Him for that.
Amen.
But I got news for you, Brother Ronnie. If all God ever did for me was to hear me when I need Him in this life, I could never repay Him for that.
Amen, brother.
But what a God that we serve, that He never leaves us while we're here. He walks with us. He strengthens us and He works with us. And then when all that is said and done, He's going to take us home. What a wonderful God that we serve today. I don't know what Don't know what the case will be with me here.
Oh, Lord.
But I know one thing, that when Jesus told them, listen, when he told them, he said to lay not up treasures for yourself here. Now listen, upon earth, because the moth and the rust, it'll corrode it. It'll take it away. It'll destroy it. Now listen, if you lay up your treasures here, time will erode those away, won't they?
Yeah. All the way along.
Now listen, if you're laying up your treasures here, he said, the thieves can break in and steal them from you. Listen, people, today, I know that we get comfortable sometimes, that the bills are paid and got a good job and things are going okay. But you know what? Listen, this world can rob you of that peace of mind. Just like that. Listen, let's pray for a minute at a time. I may just take my seat, Brandon, and let you come. Listen, but I'm just trying to serve God the best that I know how.
Yeah.
Why? Being the weak creature that I am. But I'm telling you today, I've never been more willing to offer myself to God in this place than what I am right now. Because, listen, but Jesus told them, people, he said, but listen, he said, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven. Because, Larry, listen, it's out of reach of the devil. It's out of reach of trouble. Listen, oh God, he said, because where your treasures are, that's where your heart's going to be.
Yeah, that's right.
Listen, that's what I would love to get across to this world here. Today, where's your heart at? I know that, listen, that this world, it wants to deceive us. It wants to deceive our children and our grandchildren. But oh, Lord, but I'm talking about the man that he reads your heart, Brandon. Why? He don't need to see your actions. I might need to see him, but my Lord, he knows your heart today, and he knows where your treasures are. Oh, Lord. Listen, one of the old writers, he said, I'd rather be a doorkeeper in the house of the Lord, listen, than to dwell in the white tents of the sinner. Oh, Lord, how I need, listen, my Lord's shadow to fall over me sometime. I need some time. Why? To just touch the hem of his garment. I don't know how you get along, but I need that awful bad in my life. Oh, Lord, listen. Why? You know, the Bible says, for the grace of God that bringeth salvation hath appeared unto all men, people that don't leave anybody out. Oh, why? He says, teaching us that denying ungodly and worldly lust, we should live soberly. Listen, there's a reason for it, people. Righteously and godly in this present world here. And he said, looking for that blessed hope. Listen, that's what I'm talking about.
Come on.
Oh, ain't no wonder so many times when I was a little boy, before I really ever knew the value of prayer. So many times I'd hear my mom say, listen, that she couldn't afford to pass up one blessing. Listen, because she was raising 7 children in a little 2-bedroom home. Listen, you talk about being content to be the doorkeeper. Listen, people, where's your treasures at? What kind of God are you holding on to? How powerful is your God? Listen, how real is God to you? Is it just something you talk about? Listen, do you read scripture and think, well, I wished I was like that? Listen, people, I know that at this time of year, it seems like it's either a joyous time or it's a hard time. Listen, people get very sentimental this time of year. And you know what? I do too, Ronnie. It brings back memories of when I was growing up. I can hardly, listen, let us put the tree up and stuff. But water don't bring a tear to my eye and takes me back, listen, to that little poor home that I was raised in. Probably about a 900 square foot home. Listen, maybe 1,007 of us kids there. And you know what, Ronnie, I can't tell you how many times my mom and dad would move somebody in with us, somebody that was struggling. Listen, we had, I know the kids now don't know what it is, but we had old rollaway beds. Listen, that we'd roll out and we'd turn a bedroom into nothing but beds. Not even a walkway. You'd have to walk across beds to get in bed. Listen, and I never heard my mom and dad complain about that. You know what? Listen, and I don't even remember it. I was talking to Mom the other day. You know, Brother Bobby, his mom, listen, got dementia. I don't know him anymore. They thought they've lost her a time or two, and we grew up around them. His mom and my mom were good friends, and I was telling Mom what bad shape she's in, and right away she said, we kept all those kids one time. There's 6 of them, and she said one of them had sickness in the family and had to go south, and so me and I reached down and brought all those kids in the house and kept them for a few weeks while they was gone. People, where's your treasures at? Listen, today, that's what I'm trying to get to here. What are you holding on to? Just like the old writer, listen here. Why? When he said that, was talking about looking for that blessed hope. That's what I'm holding on to. That's my strength. That's that hand that gently comes and steadies my boat today. Listen, I'm glad that's the way God works. Oh, God. Listen, here's how it really is to me today. Listen, and I know you have heard this, but I had a preacher friend a long time ago. Listen, he was older than I am, and you know why? But when he was raising his family, and I'll never forget when we got the news. Listen. And that man, they was going somewhere over around Grundy, Virginia, over there in the coal country. And he had his car full of his kids, had a bunch of kids. And you know what? They was fussing and fighting, and they was arguing. And he pulled out with Ronnie right in front of a coal truck, and it run over top of their little car. Listen, and they said that the ambulance and everybody came and was trying to get them all out of the car. I'm trying to get that truck off of them. And you know what? And he told me, he said, I heard one say, this one's gone. You know what? And he had every rib on one side broke, Larry. They said it was where his wife was pushed into him, and it broke all of his ribs, and they got him out, and they put him on one of those gurneys in the road, and he kept trying to get up, and they wouldn't let him. And he said he heard them say, this one's gone. Why? And in a minute he heard him say, he heard somebody else say, this one's gone too. And he started trying to get up off that gurney, and they was trying to hold him down. And he said, get me off of this thing. And there in the middle of the road, Larry, they got him off of that. And they helped him get right down in the road. And then the EMT said he heard, oh, how the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of my Lord. People, how strong is your God? Can your God cut through all the worries of this world? Can your God, listen, hear a little cry above the sirens that's going off? Can your God come to you down in a little hospital somewhere? Can your God, listen, send a little messenger? Listen, Larry, maybe over at Okinawa somewhere. That's a God I serve. Oh, God, people, what's this world holding on to, Ronnie? Listen, come and see a man that told me everything I've ever done today. Oh, God, I love my Lord. Listen, you talk about steadying my lifeboat. How many times has he had to come to me? Lord, I'm in trouble. Lord, I don't know which way to go. Listen, and here it comes, and when I can feel it, when it comes under me, listen, and you know what? Sometimes I swear, when I'm in trouble and I come down and call on my Lord, it's just like when I was a little one, when I would lay my head over in my mom's lap, and listen, and her hand would just come over me, listen, and her hand would just come over, rub across my head, listen, and comfort me. You know what? That's the way my Lord works. Listen, if you don't have that, people, ain't no wonder. My mom said, somewhere down the road, one of my children, they need the Lord, and He may remember me when I'm dead and gone. He may remember a cry I made, and He may bless one of my children. That's all we live for. And you know what? Them granddaughters of yours, listen, up in Michigan there, you know what? Sometimes I'll take one of your sermons, the videos I make, and I'll send them to Lisa, and I'll send them to Lauren, and I'll say, watch Peppo. Oh, God, listen, because you may, and I may be dead and gone, but you know what? We're leaving a trail behind us. Listen, we're following that man home. Because we're going home, and I believe that our voices, your voices, people, they'll echo down through the ages, and after we leave this world. So let's stand for the Lord. We just can't turn back now. Can't look behind us, Brother Ronnie. We can't get discouraged and give up. Because Jesus didn't give up. He was tempted with all manner, wasn't he?
Yep.
Was.
Wouldn't give up.
Yeah.
Without sin. I'm going to get out of the way here, Brandon. We got time. Somebody else can call me.